Understanding how Pfizer's COVID vaccine affects, protects, and impacts about 2,000 children will determine if millions of kids get their own shots. Today, Pfizer submitted that data to the FDA for approval of its vaccine for 5 to 11-year-olds.
Our Eric Franke looked into how long it could be until that happens, and he's in the studio with what he found out. Eric?
Well, Susan and Mark, if you're a parent or caregiver, you probably have a lot of questions about this vaccine. Mainly, of course, is it safe? And UW Health's Dr. Jeff Pothof says the answers to those questions will likely come very soon. The FDA has a planned meeting for October 26th when it could make a decision. The CDC still needs to sign off on the vaccine. Then Wisconsin's DHS would also need to approve. All that could happen, Dr. Pothof tells us, by early November. The dose for children would be about a third the amount that adults receive, which Dr. Pothof says is beneficial to both limit any side effects, but also increase the number of doses you can get out of a single vial. He says the fact that only about 2,200 kids are part of the study should not make you nervous.
You do have these very large trials looking at adults that are showing really good efficacy, really good safety. Now, that doesn't mean that we can just, start administering this to kids. You still need to see, does that data hold true when you give it to 5 to 11-year-olds? But given the amount of evidence that's there already, a trial of 3,000 kids is pretty reasonable.
Dr. Pothof thinks if Pfizer gets this approval, we'd see an early rush from parents who feel comfortable giving their child the vaccine. Then demand would slow a bit while other parents see how kids respond. He also tells us he absolutely will let his children get vaccinated if approval happens. Dr. Pothof added he expects school districts to eventually require all students to be vaccinated against COVID in the future.